Hi friends, Professor Joe here. I hope you all are doing great. I have over 30 years of work experience, 20 years in the corporate world and 10 years in training and placements. I have directly or indirectly helped 20,000 learners get placed in the corporate world. All these videos that I'm creating is out of my own experience and learnings. Let us see which question we are going to answer in this video. Now, before we go ahead, I would just like to remind all of you that in this series, we have covered 11 questions that are very, very important to clear an interview. Kindly go through the videos that will help you to crack an interview. Now, in this video, we are going to cover another important question. That is, what value will you add to the role? Or what value will you add to the team? Or what value will you add to the company? Now, this question can be asked in different ways, but the answer still remains the same. What are you going to bring to the role? Now, before you answer this question, it is very, very important that you understand why the interviewer is asking you this question. The interviewer is asking you this question because the interviewer would like to know whether you understand the role properly, whether you understand the company's requirement properly. Are you competent enough to handle this role? Whether you can visualize this role and you can add some more value than what other candidates can add value to this particular role. Are you worth the salary? Now, this question would come almost towards the end of the interview, where the interviewer has to take a decision whether to hire you or not. So you have to be very, very careful while answering this question, because all the hard work that you have done with all the previous questions will go in vain if you do not answer this question properly. Now, let us start with something that you should not do. What you should not do. Number one, I will be on time. I'll be punctual. This is expected out of every candidate. Please do not say that. I promise that I will do my job well. If you are getting a job and if you are getting a salary, it is expected as a candidate you're going to do your job well, right? I will always be part of the team. Do you have a choice? If you are in a team, you have to be a part of the team. So don't answer this question by saying these three sentences at least. Let us see what points you can put across when this question is asked. Now, if you already have work experience, then you could start with something like this: that in your previous company, you have worked in this particular role, you understand the role well, and you have a lot of ideas which could benefit the company. Second, you can say that you can work under stress and still take right decisions. Third, you can say my education background and my training and the projects that I have done is aligned with this job role. Fourth, you can say that you are a very creative person. That means whenever there are issues, you are able to come up with new ideas to solve those issues. Next, you can say that you are a very, very positive person, and whenever there are changes, you accept those changes positively and try to find new ways through it. I always have a positive attitude towards my job. I always keep my company and my team ahead of my personal needs. I know how to use the resources that are available to get optimum results. Now, if you are a fresher, you should start from point number 3 because you do not have the experience of a previous job. So you can start with point number 3, where we're talking about education and projects. And if you really want to give a good answer, it is very important that you understand the company very well. And to understand the company very well, you need to read about the company. It is only when you understand the company very well, the values of the company, and the importance of this role in the company, you will be able to answer this question appropriately. Let us look at a sample answer for a sales role if this question is asked, like what value add will you bring to this role? I always had a passion towards sales role. and I have the right set of skills needed for a sales role, like communication, positive attitude, and data analysis. And I can bring a lot of things to this role. I will use my previous experiences to crack deals in this particular role. I will use my positive attitude to attract customers towards me. I will use my education knowledge and project knowledge to increase my sales funnel. Lastly, the company's focus on customer retention is something that I really am good at. Now, this is how you can answer this question. But remember one thing, that there can be no tailor made answers to such questions. All you have to do is prepare well so that you remember the points that you want to highlight when this question is answered. I hope that this video has made it clear how to handle this question if asked in an interview, that what value add you will bring to the role. Cracking an interview is all about preparation. You need to put your time and efforts into preparation for cracking an interview. The most important thing is self-confidence when you're going for an interview. And if your preparation is good for the interview, you will be very, very, very confident when you are going for an interview and even while answering all the questions in an interview. If you love the content that I am creating, please like and share these videos. And for more such content on interview skills, personality development, and finance, please subscribe to my channel. All I can say is keep learning, keep growing. Thank you. Namaskar.